Thanks for listening. Are You Sure About That is sponsored by Frame of Reference, the series that dives into the vulnerable, messy, and deeply human lives of a close-knit group of friends. It explores how fear, past mistakes, and unresolved trauma shape the way we see the world today. Stream Season 1 of Frame of Reference on the Roku channel, Tubi TV, Prime. And welcome to Are You Sure About That? And before we get started, as always, let me remind y'all where y'all at. This is the place where a thought, a feeling, a hunch, a maybe, a might, and a kinda gets met with one burning question.
Are you sure about that?
Okay.
Don't you cut me off.
I wasn't going to do it, boss. I wasn't going to do it, man. We not by ourselves today.
That's awesome, man. It's always good, man. When that means the show's growing. So, you know what I mean?
That is what that means.
That's what it means.
If you attach a meaning to it.
Yeah.
I'm that type. Yeah, man, let me not waste no time. I got my dog in the building. He's your dog, deeper dog.
Our dog.
Yeah, hey, look, we sharing him now. Hey, man,
dog.
we got Coach Travis Harmon in the building to talk about things that might be true, might not, overarching narratives, stereotypes, possible myths. I call him Trav, Coach Trav, so I'm going to call him that. Y'all call him Travis Harmon, man. Trav, what's good with you, big boss?
What's good, man? Coach Travis good, man.
All right, before we get started, list them off.
Man, first of all, Miami raised, Howard University, got that. Psychology, master's degree, sports psychology. Did a few things, did some traveling, won some championships.
Black. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Black man.
Yeah, man. Mental performance coach, changing
Black
athletes'
man.
lives, you know what I'm saying? Black man.
Black man. You know what I'm saying?
You know.
Doing all that. You feel me?
Doing a lot, man. Doing the best I can, man.
Hell yeah, man.
No,
you
I appreciate you.
You are.
Glad
You
to
definitely
have
are,
you,
Trav.
man.
You
Glad
for
to
sure,
have you,
brother.
glad
You
to have
definitely got a good story on it. So
Yeah, man. Thank you for having me.
For sure, you're not gonna make the connection.
What's up?
You gonna force me to do it?
He you know he's gonna force you to do
Bro,
anything.
man, listen. Known Dub 35 years.
Dub is 20, Chris.
Yep. Dub, Chris, 35.
35 of them
35
things.
years.
35 of them things,
Hell
man.
yeah,
I
man.
am, I heard the earlier show, I am the moving homie.
Yeah.
You're the moving friend.
The level 1, level 2, level 3.
You up there, Playboy.
I'm up there, man.
You up there.
Elite.
Hey, man.
You
Okay.
up there.
Let me get going back. Let's just talk about how you feeling today. I like this because this is a dynamic that I like to explore. We're servicing friendships here. So I'm gonna start with Trav. Check in real quick, man. Just tell me how you feeling, man. You can also tell me what the word is if you got some good news. But how you feeling, man?
I feel great, man. 2025 was awesome. And 2026, I'm looking forward to more growth. You know what I mean? It was kind of weird seeing a lot of people talk about how 2025 was rough, but I felt like it was so much growth in it for a lot of us. So just thankful for that and just wishing continued growth for us in the room and everybody out there in the world, man. Just putting positivity out there. I am a big believer in the power of the tongue.
Okay, so your cup right there, that's half full, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
That's a half full.
gotta be, man.
That's a half full.
Why these motherfuckers have me looking for a cup? I was like, Mario,
Me too.
He doesn't have a cup, Mario.
There's no cup
I was
there.
like,
There's a coaster, but there's no cup.
There's How you feeling, big dog?
Oh man, you know what? 2025 has been a positive. No, I'm good. Nah, man, always good, man. Like, got a couple things rolling, man. We got a couple of things in the chamber. About this time, we got a couple of things in the chamber. So, couple of events that we've done. Success, calling it out already, putting it in the air.
There you go.
You know,
Appreciate you.
we're just moving and shaking, man. I'm excited, man. This show's really is a great turning point in our career and also our lives too as well, Mario. So
Yeah, I'm with that. I'm owning that. I'm taking that how I'm feeling.
Yeah.
I like to do a thing when I'm working with the youth. Sometimes I'll be like, because you ask some open-ended questions like that. It's crickets, white noise, all the things, right? So I'll be like 5-finger check-in. I've actually done this with y'all before.
Yeah.
5-finger check-in just to give, you know what I'm saying, 5 being the best, top of the world, 1 being it could be a little bit better out here. I'm 4.8 right now, dog.
Ooh,
4.8.
4 in the nub.
And the nub, man, only because what is perfection type of deal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So before we really dive into the episode today, let me share with the audience always as a grounding what we here do. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, there's some things in the world that you might have heard, things that are said, stereotypes, possible myths, possible wrongs that we face that actually move the way we live. So let's talk about some of the ones that, again, connect with us heavily. All three of us have a common denominator outside of friendship, outside of being black men. You know what I'm saying? We all played ball.
Mm-hmm. Yep, sport.
The ball being football.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And we receive benefits from what that game has to offer. We really, I think the game gave back to us.
Yep.
Yeah.
One of the things I want to call out that the game gave was, one, the opportunity to see positivity in adults, authority.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Roles.
Other than our parents, huh?
Other than your parents,
Yeah.
right? Like to see that in clear as day without the lines of like, you feed me, you make sure I'm blah, 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 blah. Like that gave me the ability to even accept mentorship
Mm-hmm.
in a lot of ways, man. So I want to turn it to Trav, who does this, it. So talk to me a little more about like the mentorship game that we as black men are not present in. We're not present. We're not there. Stop me if you heard that one before.
And we're not talking
there.
about the, give me 25-second on Instagram posts or, you got to do this, you got to be this, you got to think like that. We're not talking about that. We're talking about actually like personally changing people's lives.
Yeah, being in the mix, man. So you have had football. You said you won some championships, man. How do you go from that to like wanting to actually be what could be impact? Because again, I'm telling you, we don't see it.
Right. I know for me, the biggest thing was just experiencing it, my experience as an athlete too. Because there were times where I needed more than a coach.
Yeah.
And I needed, certain things that our parents didn't understand.
Yeah.
And I just needed someone else to kind of have a conversation with me to guide me through, the rough patches that people don't talk about. So as a coach now and winning championships, it's like, okay, I know winning is cool. Like, this is good. This is the first step. But there are going to be things in the future that you're going to have to deal with that I know that's coming. I'm going to be there for you when it happens so you don't feel like you're alone in it. Because I remember how I felt when I felt like I was alone in it. And I don't want that for the... Sure.
What was the aloneness the fact that there was no black male mentor? Like, was your coach white?
No, I went to an HBCU, so it was
let's take it 6 steps back.
Okay. Now, the coach that had a major impact on us, he was Italian.
This goes against the narrative. No, it goes with the narrative, dog. Like, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he was Italian, bro. And I thank him so much because we are a lot closer because of what we went through from that. Like, we call each other brother. We are family for real. Yeah. And with family, you fight, you argue, and we still make up. We're still brothers because that's what family does. Mm-hmm. It's not like one of those things where, we get into it and we fall off and we go 10 years, 15 years without talking. No, bro, we might get into it, we might bump heads, but because we're family, we come back together. And it was just, bread by fire.
Yeah.
So,
dog, I hear you. But he's not. What could that have been? Like, you didn't have a moment where you were saying that, like, let me take it another step back. Like I told you, I'm always going to like push against
for sure,
because we have our experience, right? Mm-hmm. Like, and we got to where we are, and we like to genuinely think like all the things we've gone through, we learned. But like, there possibly is a reason why that Italian man had the ability to influence you positively, and that's the historical exclusion and structural bias of mentorship, especially in the U.S., where black men couldn't really be in spaces where they could educate, share, be a professional network, do all these things. So that's where I'm like, you just said.
Yeah, our coach wasn't the only one. Like, he had a staff of other black coaches too that we were like, yeah, man. Coach
but
Lester.
He was the main one though.
Yeah.
I feel like this. If I can strengthen what you're saying, Trav. Like, in that situation, obviously it was like you said, systematic. Maybe it was a situation where a black coach wasn't going to get looked at before him, but that doesn't take away from him being an amazing mentor. That doesn't take from him to be one of the best coaches in the state of Florida. That doesn't take away from him knowing how to lead young men. You know what I mean? It's just in the situation that we were in because there were other schools that had black coaches. We just didn't go to one of them that did. And we were just lucky enough that actually this non-African-American man gave a fucking damn about all these black kids that was out there putting their lifeline on the line for him.
Mm-hmm. And there was a lot of structure, and they kept us together so much. We had no choice but to bond, bro. Yeah. They did not allow us to not be on campus.
If I can go against the grain, I feel like it was somewhat better that he wasn't black.
I was going to ask you, you never had a moment where you were like, damn, I wish
No, man.
the leader of this whole like.
No.
How about now in hindsight? Then at least
No,
I'm
because
coming at y'all.
I'll be honest with you, bro. Yeah, no. Because I have so much respect for him, and so much respect for what he done, not just for me, but for my brothers.
Mhm.
And it's like, yeah, nah, man. It was the person, man. It was that person. It was that guy. It wasn't a white Italian male. It was that human being. You know what I'm saying? And that right there is what set him aside from any other coach. Now, mind you, we could have had a black coach, but that doesn't mean that he would have given us the same structure, the same discipline as this man did.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I've seen a lot of coaches go through it and be buddy with the kids, so because they could relate or whatever the case may be.
Right.
But also seeing coaches that are really out here structuring and not looking at it as a black or white thing, but actually looking at it as like, yo, we raising young men. And shouts out to Coach G, man. Like
I'm gonna ask his name.
Yeah, Coach Guandolo, bro. Shouts out to him because he actually made it for us, all these inner city black kids, that it was okay to look at a white man and not think, oh, this nigga's trying to send me to jail, or this nigga's trying to, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was the reason why we're able to have conversation with, you know, older white men and look at it like, oh, you can actually teach me something.
Right.
Or you can act, because you're not coming from where I'm from. That was the mentality that we had. Like, oh, you're not from Carroll City, so you can't.
relate.
Bro, you can't relate because you ain't from Carroll.
Tired of lazy thinking about life, career, faith, politics, and brotherhood? Built Different with Keith Ben is where real conversations happen. No professors, just students of life bringing authenticity, vulnerability, and growth to the table. If you're ready for better thinking, you were built different. Listen to Built Different anywhere you get your podcasts. I'll give you this. Go ahead.
I wanted to say, the thing that irritates me the most that you kind of just tapped on was coaches being buddy with kids. That irritates.
Hold on.
Okay.
I'm gonna get there.
Okay.
I'm gonna get there because I know that's one of your
pet
you know
peeves,
you know I'm gonna tee you up.
Okay. I'm
Because
sorry.
I want to. No, don't apologize. It's the passion. You're a passionate man. You know what I'm saying? Now, hey,
It's the passion.
it's the passion. Now, but I do want to like, because y'all giving me anecdotes and that's cool. And on his face, I'm cool with that. But I will say that Eastern Illinois University in 2015, they did do a research study that indicates that black students can feel comfortable and benefit from cross-race mentorship.
Mm-hmm.
It has to be through challenge, though. Like, there has to be a pervasiveness to make that mentorship, the placement of that mentorship, effective. Otherwise,
Right.
Studies show that black male students perceive mentoring by black faculty and staff as the most meaningful for belonging and retention. So, like, I don't know where y'all at with that same study, 2015, Eastern Illinois, where y'all feel with that today. Like, what, because we talking about retention. Can you call up Coach G right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What he gonna do for, no,
we
saying?
got
Like,
answers for you, bro. Let's
come
listen.
on, like,
This dude, honestly, from the moment I met him till now, 10 toes.
Yeah.
What
You
does
get what
that
I'm saying?
mean, dog? Like, I don't want to hear, like, what does that mean, man? What is that?
It's so much. We don't have the time to tell you
Well, give me
exactly what it is. Okay. If I need to call him right now, he will answer the phone.
And do what?
What do you mean?
Would like answer the call or
Yeah, answer the call. No, answer the call. Hey, coach, I need this. Oh, coach, I need advice on this. Hey, coach,
He'll do it.
what do you think about this? And he's there.
But you know what? I will say this. I'm going to jump in and say this. He's done so much in making us all a family. If there was something that we needed, we know we got brothers to call before we could call him. Like, he literally made us and that's what I'm so appreciative for. Like, it's not just Doug. It's like 15, 20 of us.
Yeah.
It was our first fraternity. And because his relationship with you, because you know how you can be like tough in the sparring sessions and learning each other, right? I had to lean on Dub to learn, okay, if Dub trusts Mario, I got to stick this thing out and I can earn Mario. And that's how the relationship works. And you've learned me through through the last year.
Solid guy.
But that's an example of how the relationship worked for us, because when I was like, yo, what's Mario? Like, let me call Dub real quick. And Dub was like, he gave me that pep talk, like, it's all good. You're going to be all right. Keep going. I bet. That's all I need. And that's an example of the loyalty in our circle, how it works now. So anytime you need something, anytime, hey, Trav, I got this, and can you do this? And yes, I'm there. I don't think you've heard me say no yet. And that's the strength of the family bond that started here that's now been brought into you, and we work as a circle.
Okay, I'll take that. I'll take the benefit that I've received. Right, thank you. no, I'll take. But I want to add, like, I really want to dig into this because we're all here and as potential mentors or already in the mentoring space.
Yeah.
So I have a 2-part question for you, then, Trav.
What's
As
up?
saying this, because one of the other things that permeates, sticks in the air is that black male mentors don't deliver the same benefits. So this might drive that home. This might say, man, hey, that's why you got to keep you one next to the one, because you can't get the same benefits. So I want to say to you, first question is, if as you are, and there's a Coach G in your sphere, your atmosphere, and he's touching lives from the outside, and you see of young black people, but you know what I'm saying, boys. Where does that take you? Do you have like a man? They need a black man leading them. Does that make you say that? And two, how do you feel about the reverence? And this is a loaded question, but that reverence supporting a stereotype like that.
I know for me, bro, I get out there and I coach whoever wants to be coached. When a kid shares their goals with me, I push them towards it. And I'm there to remind them of just, hey, you told me this in the beginning. I'm here to reinforce this. This is what it's going to take. And it goes outside of sports too, because I don't want it to just be a sports related thing. And that's where I kind of leaned into the mental health space now, the mental performance coaching, because I know it's more than just the physical. I just showed you what you're capable of. Now you have to be, mentally tough now that I'm not there physically with you. You know what I mean? You have to hear me in your head, the things that we talked about before, so you can push through these tough moments now that you're no longer in high school, but in college. So that's always my approach with every athlete. It's always about preparing for the next thing, not just where we are now. We're doing this in the now, but I'm preparing for something bigger. Mm-hmm. So that's my approach. That's always been my approach as a coach.
Okay. So you don't think that there's any, I don't want to load it like that, my bad. And feel free to jump in, continue to jump in, 20, my fault. I just am, because this is unscripted, I'm actually a little surprised at the direction of this. Because like we are here, I'm in the youth development is one of my passions. I reach one, teach one, like we've heard that. But, there's a space where if the opportunity to see someone look like you do the thing that is still good, like that, I think transcends or elevates the good. And so I'm here to say, like, and shout out to Goji, I'm not get your flowers, man. Every single one of them. But you understand, like in the grander scheme, the non-sports scheme, that's just the idea that, black men don't mentor much. There's no space for them. And then that there's no benefits to doing it because, hey man, just find the for lack of a better term, the great white hope, the white savior that can do it for them. And I know that's not what y'all are saying, but what I'm saying is that.
Not at all. No, but I get what you're saying, Mario. I feel like there's a space of absence because it's not like we didn't have black mentors growing up. It was just the one that really made that difference in our lives was this guy. And it's like, yeah, we've been in situations where we've had the opportunity to be mentored by some great African American men and women too as well. But when it came to the situation of the next level and the things, and to answer this question, I feel like God put this guy in all of our lives because all of us came from different programs where we've had black mentor coaches. Right. We had this. We've had white mentor coaches. We've had Spanish. You know what I'm saying? Being in Miami, you get a melting pot of races and genders.
And we had coaches before we met Coach G. But I feel like Coach G, when we got to high school and Coach G came into our lives, that's what made us family. But because we were teammates when we were 5 years old.
Yeah, we've been teammates pretty much all of our lives.
Teammates in middle school. But the crazy thing is, had we not with the high school together and that story with G happened, we probably would have just been classmates and that's it. Just, that's my teammate, right? But because of what we went through, it hit another level through just the grind of it all. You know what I mean?
I would say this: what stood him apart from all the other mentors that we've had was the accountability. Yeah, I feel like he held us accountable for being good people to our brothers.
Mm-hmm.
You get what, like what Travis said, if we had to call each other beforehand. But he was one of the ones that would call, be like, yo, why you ain't helping out your boy?
Mm-hmm.
Why? And I never had that happen. Even with the black mentors, it was always, so this is just my experience, and not saying that this is what the world is. But with my experiences, is always, hey, what you need help in, I'm gonna help you with that. I'm gonna make sure you're good. You know what I'm saying? Da 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 da. But it wasn't it wasn't that with him. It wasn't just football. It wasn't just the subject that I needed him to mentor me in.
Mm-hmm.
But I
feel like that's what made a difference when it comes to, okay, well, this is how a difference like this guy was. He's the one. And
he put us to a point where you are in a position to check me if necessary, and you have.
Yeah.
I never forget, there was a situation where there was a tragedy that happened in Miami, and you saw the person I was dating at the time on TV crying, right? And you called me and you said, hey, bro, why are you not there? And I was like, all right, you're right. You know what I'm saying? I can't remember what exactly, like the whole ins and outs of it, but that's the dynamic of our relationship. Because you would just call and see, like.
You credit that to, sorry to interrupt you, you credit that to the principles that you got from what Coach G instilled.
I would say so, yeah. Because that's how it takes, the accountability that he mentioned, but then like there's that trust thing, like, okay, I value.
Can say something to him.
Yeah.
I get that. I mean, look, I'm not mad at it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just very interested in that, because I
guess you had to be there, Mario. I guess you had to be there.
I mean, I got my dog Myron, he was on last episode. We're from Detroit, super stupid black, super black. You know what I'm saying? So every coach I've had outside of when I would dip out to go try to make something of myself in some other school, if a ball was white, never connected. And so I'm one of the people in the black boys want black mentors. I didn't say that consciously, but like I just know in hindsight, my experiences were, man, at some point it reaches that ceiling with these folks. To the point where, and until my adulthood, like I'm not gonna lie, like, and y'all know me, man. Like I didn't come out like jaded or nothing like that, but I just, you know what I'm saying, especially in hindsight. But there's a stat, there's stats that say, and y'all are confirming that there's one study that African American men did not reap the same measurable career benefits from mentoring relationships as their white counterparts when they're mentored by black people. You know what I'm saying? So even mixed race, right? And this comes from the Journal of Blacks in Higher Education. This is 2011. So who knows what's changed in the last 14 some odd, you know what I'm saying, years, but there is some data behind it. I just am always willing to say to that data, the very first stereotype of the very first thing of black men don't even be in the mentoring game comes from exclusion more than anything. And if you don't have nothing to if the accountability might get you fired, like we've seen it, and we'll talk about that right now, that soapbox I'm gonna let you get on, that accountability gets you fired, then, or that accountability gets you removed, or any of that friction in those relationships gets you discounted, what opportunity do you have to be in that position again and again and again? Whereas, you know what I'm saying, I'm not saying this is Coach G, but a Coach G is allowed to fail many. Oh, you feel what I'm saying? As much as have two outstanding, you know what I'm saying, young brothers here today. But the last stereotype that is a screamer for me is that black male mentors are the tough ones, the unemotional ones. So you're saying that they're friends now. All right, let's talk about it. No, seriously. That's exactly what Jordan does on So About That. Whether her conversation is breaking down why nostalgia is a scam, figuring out if we're bad at relationships, or asking why activism has turned into a digital performance, this podcast is where culture, curiosity, and a little bit of side-eye come together. Hosted by Jordan Horror, So About That is for the thinkers, the overanalyzers, and the one who love a good debate over brunch. They're building community, challenging beliefs, and probably exposing a few contradictions of their own along the way. It's all love, though. Listen to So About That anywhere you get your podcast. But the stereotype is that we.
I've seen a lot of it, bro. I've seen coaches that try to be friends. I've seen coaches try to be bullies too, bro. And that gets under my skin a lot. Like, bro, coach, you don't have to be an asshole.
Give me all mentorship. Because we're talking ball a lot, dog. Give me all mentorship.
Well, even in the professional space, man, growing up in Miami, it's hard to find mentors. But now that I just transitioned to Dallas, I've been able to find a little bit, you know what I mean? Mentorship. In Miami, it was like everybody's out to get their own. Everybody's in survival mode. So it's like, you know, there's only so much that I'm going to try to share with you because I'm trying to protect my position too. And there's also people that want to project their fears onto you. You got to deal with that as well. I remember asking for mentorship or just a thing that I wanted to do that I was curious about, right? And the coach say, no, you don't want to do that right now. You just, you know. And I'm like, what you mean? Like they don't want to hear that. And I'm like, so that always kind of stuck in the back of my mind because I wanted to be able to speak at a coach's clinic. And he kind of talked me out of it, kind of projecting his fears because he didn't feel like he didn't want to be in the front of the room. That's not his thing. And that's understandable because everybody's different. But that kind of drove me to want to learn, okay, I want it more now because you told me no. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, as a coach, I'm not going to tell people not to do something. So I'm always supportive of anybody and anything, if it's their dreams, if they're.
But that sounds buddy to me, dog.
It's not.
Because you just said you don't like it.
Well, when it comes to buddy and coaching, it's like, you know, I've seen coaches want to lean to the side, key, and talk to kids about their day. I'm not talking about that. That irritates me. No, we got work to do. We got a future to prepare for. When it comes to mentorship, you have to be encouraging. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we need more of it because, like, in today's world, everybody's negative. Everybody's upset. It's so easy to get on the social media and talk bad about somebody, and especially us. We're an easy target. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, speaking of coaches, I was frustrated watching Mike Tomlin get fired on ESPN like every day. Mike Tomlin's on the hot seat, so we know we're on. We get judged differently. And then when John Harbaugh gets canned, everybody's surprised. Like, bro, their defense has been bad for a while. And, you know, instead of talking about him, it's Lamar Jackson, right? And that's when I was saying mentorship is important because Lamar Jackson needs somebody to lean on to get through these tough moments as an athlete. Because the world is like, or it seems like the media is coming down hard on him for the lack of success of the Baltimore Ravens. And it's not. He's done everything he could to make sure that team is in position to win the game. Especially this last one where, you know, multiple touchdowns. Okay, we need a field goal to win it. I'm going to get y'all in field goal range with the time running out. Kicker misses. So it's just like the mentorship is needed because these young black athletes are in a position where they're really, really good at what they do, but they don't have the mental support. And that's where I feel like it's needed more in that space. And when you just a homie to a kid or to a athlete, it's not beneficial to get them through those tough spots. You know what I mean? So that's where I am today with what I'm doing and mentoring athletes and mentoring people.
What's your emotional approach to that then? How do you express that? How do you express the same accountability that y'all want to give to other people? How do you, or what have desired or have gotten? Mm-hmm. How do you express that emotionally? How does that look? How do you shape that so that it comes off as the proper mentorship?
Being 100% honest. This is what you have to work on. This is where you can improve. The same way you're honest with me about stuff, and I hate it. You know what I mean? But it's like,
so you can't be a mentor if you don't hold people accountable. I feel like, I guess that's what separates the situation. Like, mm-hmm. I feel like if you're a mentor, you got to be able to hold that person accountable that you're mentoring, as opposed to just, oh, you can do this, man. You can do that. Oh, just put your mind to this. No, it has to be a situation where when they don't do it, I feel like you got to be able to say, hey, look, you did this wrong.
And then also reminding them when they're doing something right. That was kind of something that we missed out on. You know, it would have been cool to hear, good job, everyone. Like,
no, I don't need that.
For
you
me,
need that?
No. Why not?
Not no more.
Okay.
I mean, I've left that. You know what I'm saying? I left it. You know, it's not as I am now. Mm-hmm. It's what I think, mm-hmm. what I believe. You know, truly what's going on with me. If I'm holding myself and being accountable to myself, then it's like, yeah, you don't have to tell me you love me. But these are the certain actions that I need in my life for you to be in my life.
Well, let me share this really quick.
As a mentor, when I coach my kids, I would tell them, because I push them hard a lot, but I would also tell them that I'm proud of them, and I would tell them that I love them too, because I didn't want them to grow up being uncomfortable receiving that from a male in case they don't get it at home, or receiving it from their partner. Because you know how sometimes we get words, or we get somebody pouring into us and it feels uncomfortable because we're not used to it. I would do that
just so I want you to grow up and be comfortable receiving it, just in case you don't get it now. Because the thing that's detrimental to a lot of us is when we finally hear a good job from our fathers when they're on their deathbed. Like, I waited so long. I've been trying to prove to you for so long, like, who I am as a person. And I never got that affirmation from you. You might brag to your friends, but I don't hear it. So now that you have 10 breaths left, oh, I love you. And it's like, what? What? I'm confused.
Yeah,
so
Trev, I think I'm on a different spectrum.
Well, we could be, bro. Because
Yeah.
I mean, your family dynamic is amazing, bro. You were raised in love, so you probably don't need. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's different,
and I think that's why Mario, to kind of go all the way back to the do I need a black mentor? I just feel like my father, was if it's a ladder and mentorship for me, my father is the first and foremost out of everybody. You know, and the fact that I've had him in my life, I had him in my life pretty much for my whole life. I don't think that there was requirements for anybody else. It's just like whoever puts me in the best position, whoever really has my best interest in heart, whoever does this, but you know what I'm saying? But when it comes to like a black male influence or a black male mentor, I've always had that. And maybe I took it for granted. That's why I don't seek it or search for it or look at it like, oh, you have to be this to be this. But yeah, that's I guess with that, maybe if my dad wasn't my first mentor, maybe I wouldn't have accepted Coach G.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like maybe because like I said, like we were at that age where it's like, man, you're white, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can't do what you haven't been through the things that we've been through. So me having my dad to be able to say, hey, look, it's not just us that's going through this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's not just us that have these problems or just to give me that type of knowledge that, hey, you know, you can get something productive out of somebody else or a different race or a different gender. Maybe that mentorship was what really got me to the point where being open up to someone who's not white, or I'm sorry, someone who's not black or a different race or a different gender when it comes to mentorship.
Okay. All right, man, look, because this one ain't going to get buttoned up tight for me. It's not going to get buttoned to the top. Which I can appreciate.
I can see by the posture, Playboy.
Look.
That button is going to get loose.
It's a loose button, man. It's a happy hour button right now. It's a happy hour button. Which I can, like, I'm glad because I trust you too.
Yeah.
So I have to sit with that. I have to sit with the fact that, like, before hearing all this about Coach G, I trusted 2 black men in the community. Like, I would sit y'all down with some of the young people that I know for a fact need it bad.
For sure.
I would sit them down with you. So this is my discomfort that I'm saying. Well, I'm just saying that I don't
you
tie
just
my
thought it
tie.
came from blackness.
I did. So I don't tie my tie around that, bro. But I rock with it. I appreciate the challenge for me.
Yeah.
Hopefully anyone listening, watching can appreciate the challenge. Coach Trav, before we ride out of here, man, give the mentorship spiel from 2 perspectives. One, from not just coach, like mentor, 2 people, especially young black males, what to look for in a quality mentor. And then share with us from the perspective of little you, how to take that and maximize it.
Man, for everybody out there, I would just encourage. If I was to talk to little me, I would just say dream bigger. And that's something I want everybody to do. Sometimes we put ourselves in such small boxes. Like, even when it comes to being athletes, I want to go to the league. People don't realize how vague that statement is. Like, verbalize your goals and be specific. You know what I mean? And, you know, seek mentorship for somebody who's going to, 1, hold you accountable and just keep it 100% honest with you. Like, for the athletes that I've had success with, I've been able to be honest with them. So when they're playing ball at a different level now, I can text them and they know that I'm coming from a place of, okay, Coach Trav said this, he means it. He's not just trying to be buddy, or he's not just trying to stay in contact. Like, it's the absolute truth. I'm not saying it if I don't mean it. If I say good job, hey, you dominated this day, but, you know, I'll give up a coaching point here and there, but they know it's coming from the right place. So, you know, seek a person who's going to challenge you, but also, like, let you know what you do well. And because that's important too, man. It's just the art of positivity and speaking things into existence. I'm a big believer in because, you know, I've seen it happen in my life personally. And I am, you know, that's something.
My dog still got some childhood trauma. You got to.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, man.
I feel you, dog. Listen, come on, man. I feel you, dog.
But just working through it, and you know, you making.
Sorry, Mario, my bad.
Just being in the next generation's corner, man, because it's important. You know, that's important to me, and I want them to know that they're capable of anything. You don't put yourself in a box of just being an athlete. You can be a whole lot more. Like, be ridiculous with your dreams. You know what I mean, and protect it. Because a lot of times as you get older, people are going to start telling you no, that you can't do this, you can't do that. When you're young and you're 5 years old and they ask you in elementary school what you want to be when you grow up, they're going, oh, yeah, that's amazing. You want to be an astronaut. When you hit middle school, nah, you too short. You're too this, you're too that. You're not smart enough. People are going to start telling you no. So those dreams that you have, hold on to it, protect it. Sometimes your family will try to talk you out of your dreams. So you got to watch the people close to you. You don't want to do that. Go ahead and do what I did. Go down to corrections or go down to work at the post office. Go put in a job application there. Dream bigger and protect it.
For the kiddos.
Yeah, everybody, man. You ain't got to wait, man. Ain't got to be a kid.
Today. No, I'm with that. I actually am. Everybody should be squeezing the life out of their life.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that. Thank you.
I
Thank you, Coach Trav.
Thank you for having me, man.
All right, man. Succinctly, Dub, leave us with something.
Yeah. Nah, man. I agree with you, Trav. I agree with you when it comes to mentorship. It has to be honesty and it has to be accountability.
Yeah.
I feel like you can't get the best out of somebody you mentoring if you don't give both of those. So I definitely agree with that.
Yeah.
Beautiful. I appreciate both of your words, both of your time. You are in your community doing work. So kudos and applause as always. Appreciate you, Coach Trav, for joining.
Thank you for having me.
Hopefully Dallas is still treating you well.
Love
to the listeners, thank you for listening this week. Go ahead and hit that 5 stars on Apple Podcasts, man. What's up?
Hit that 5 stars.
Hit that 5 stars, dog. Leave a review, leave a comment. I'm super interested in everyone's take on mentorship and what would move you and drive you. It's very important to me. So, you know, you heard that come out today.
Yeah.
Shout out to Watts Podcast Network, man, just giving us this space to do that.
Yeah.
So go to the website.
Yeah.
wattsproductions.com/podcast. Go to the Dome.
Let us know. Let us know how y'all pick. I want to know how people pick mentors.
I don't think people are picking mentors.
No,
is my thing. I don't think it's crafted that way. But go there, say things. I have so much more to say on this page. I have so much more to say and talk about. But yes, and share this episode. What's up, Trav? Before we got it,
you know what? You have to be bold enough to ask for mentorship. It's kind of humbling.
It is tough.
Yeah, bro. It's like asking for help,
dog.
But you know that's something as you get older. You know you have to. If you want it, you got to go get it.
Tough.
And seeking mentorship is one of those things where you got to be honest. Like, okay, I need guidance in this. I did it recently. Hey, I saw you did this really well. I want to learn from you because this is a new space for me, and I want to be able to be as good as you are. I want to be able to have that aura that you have. So, can we connect at some point when you're ready? So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mario, can I ask a question real quick? Do you think it's because we're taught to do it ourselves?
What, the societal structure?
Just societal structure. Like, hey, if you want something done, you got to do it yourself. And that's why people don't.
I think there's a shame in asking.
Yeah.
And when we get muzzled on asking from the minute we can start talking. Because before you can talk, ask. But then it's the dichotomy of like, hey, yeah.
Because you don't hear about it until college.
If you don't ask, people don't get. Yeah, it's just. I just think that part of the issue with the mentorship landscape, and I'm mainly talking about black male landscape, is because it's the vulnerability of the understanding of to and the understanding of receive. Like that, it is imperative. So like when we got into the, I'm gonna digress a little bit. When we got into the Coach G thing, I'm like, wow, like, man, well, guess you just got to roll a 7, and no, you cannot, because people are not. They don't even have dice.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of where I'm at with it. Lost my CTA. And we'll holler at y'all next time.